if the Niners miss the playoffs, put it this way, if the Niners miss the playoffs, I think most of us expect someone to get fired. We don't know who. So let's go with that premise. If the Niners miss the playoffs, should they fire John Lynch and replace him with a stronger general manager? Remember, the Niners hired Shanahan first, and he hired Lynch as sort of like someone who will give him what he wants and do the talking and put a good face on things.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly a strong general manager. A strong general manager is what they have, in LA. He hired McVay and they worked together.
Correct. I think if they miss the playoffs, I think that it would be a good opportunity for them to move on from Lynch. There's going to have to be, if they miss the playoffs again, there's going to have to be some kind of changes here, and moving on from Lynch is a little bit easier at this point than doing it with Shanahan. But in order to do that, I think they've got to bring in a guy who's going to be, he has the final say and basically just tells Shanahan, these are the guys that I'm getting for you, and you need to make it work. Or, these are the guys I think work in your system. Now you have to go out and prove it.
I do think that this, in a vacuum is the best solution. But I feel like it's kind of hard to do now. I think if you hire the general manager first and he hires the head coach and they're all in for that power dynamic before they start the relationship, it can work like it does in LA. But once you try to kind of like arrange the marriage after the fact, I wonder if you fire if you fire John Lynch and tell Kyle, like, look, Kyle, we're taking away personnel power. You had a certain amount of personnel power. Now we're bringing in whoever, and he's gonna, tell you who fits your offense. And because you thought you knew which wide receivers you wanted, but you drafted Brandon Ayuk and you drafted Dante Pettis and da 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 da. So now you don't know anymore, and we're gonna bring this guy in, and you're gonna work with him. Does Kyle seem like the kind of guy who'd be like, sir, yes, sir, thank you very much, I'll go along with it? Or he's going to be like, oh, someone's going to tell me which quarter. Tom Sula would go along with something like that, but Kyle, that's rich. I don't know.
No,
Kyle, we know him? I don't know.
No, I don't think he'd go. No, it would cause.
That. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would cause more rocky roads going forward, for sure.
Yeah, It's kind of what they set up between Chip Kelly and Trent Baalke. Trent Baalke wasn't going to listen to Chip Kelly, and Chip Kelly resented the hell out of that because, he puts together his teams in college and he thinks he knows. Obviously, that was a terrible. So I feel like it's tempting, but it's ultimately a situation that Jed has set up before and supposedly supposed to have learned from. So I'd be interested to know if they do that. They might, but it'd be hard to pull off.